My dead wife still die visit me for night. My name is Kunle Adeyemi, and before you judge me, listen well. In my town, people say, who talk too much about the dead, go soon join them. That is why I kept quiet for so long. But silence is killing me faster than fear. If you are reading this, just know that what I'm about to tell you is real. I wish it was a folktale. I wish it was imagination. But every night by 3-7 a.m., my dead wife still day visit me. I married Sade 7 years ago. She was not from my town. She came one dry season morning, walking barefoot, clothes dripping water like she just came out from rain, even though the sun was burning hot. She asked for water. I gave her. She smiled. That smile entered my blood. I did not know that some smiles are doors. People warned me. My mother said Sade did not blink enough. My aunt said she never sweat even when the sun was angry. The women in the market said her shadow sometimes delayed behind her body. I shouted at all of them. Love can make a man deaf. We married quietly. No big ceremony. Sade refused traditional rites. She said blood must not touch her body. I thought she was just different. I did not know she was bound by something older than marriage. For years, things were good. Money came easily. Customers flooded my mechanic workshop. Accidents avoided me. Death passed my door like it did not know my name. But Sade had rules. She never allowed mirrors in the bedroom. She never slept before midnight. And every new moon, she disappeared till morning. If I asked, she kissed me and said, "Some questions shorten life." The night she died, rain fell like the sky was angry with the earth. Sade cooked my favorite meal but did not eat. She just watched me chew. Her eyes were deep, like someone already standing on the other side. She asked me a question that still burns my ears. Kunle, if something follow me come this world, will you follow me, go where I'm going? I laughed nervously. I said she was talking rubbish. She smiled sadly. At exactly 2:58 a.m., she screamed. Her body twisted in a way human bones should not twist. Her mouth opened wide, too wide, like something was climbing out from inside her throat. Before I could shout, her eyes went black. She died on my bed. The hospital said cardiac arrest. The pastor said spiritual attack. The elders said, some people are not meant to die normal death. We buried her quickly. Too quickly. That same night, I slept alone for the first time. At 3:07 a.m., the door opened. I did not hear footsteps. I did not hear breathing. But the mattress sank. Cold entered the room. Not cold like weather, cold like the inside of grave. Kunle. Her voice sounded like it was passing through water. I could not move. My eyes were open, but my body refused to obey me. I smelled her scent, that same shea butter mixed with something rotten. She sat beside me. Her head was slightly bent, like her neck no longer trusted itself. Her skin was pale, cracking in places. But it was her face, my wife's face. I told you I will still come, she said calmly. I screamed, or at least I tried to. Nothing came out. When morning came, neighbors found me naked on the floor, shaking like a madman. They said I shouted all night, calling my wife's name. From that day, Sade came every night. Sometimes she stood in the corner, watching me breathe. Sometimes she brushed my face with fingers colder than rainwater from grave soil. Sometimes she lay beside me and whispered things I am ashamed to repeat. She never came before 3:07 a.m. She never stayed after the first cock crow. I went to church. The pastor prayed. She laughed. I went to a mosque. The imam read verses. She stood behind him and smiled at me. I went to a babalawo. The old man threw cowries and screamed. You married what is not fully human, he said. Your wife was a gate. A gate to what? The babalawo said Sade was sent from the river spirits. She was bound to protect me because someone in my bloodline owed them. But protection has rules. Love was forbidden. Marriage broke the covenant. Death was punishment. But why she no rest? I asked. The old man looked at me with pity. Because you are now part of her world. That night, Sade removed her face. I mean that literally. She peeled her skin like cloth and dropped it on the floor. Underneath was something dark, wet, and moving. Her eyes were glowing like fire underwater. You enjoyed my human face, she said. Now enjoy the truth. She told me everything. She said the night we met by the river, I was chosen. She said loving me made her weak. She said dying was only the beginning. To fully cross over, she needed me to follow her. I need a husband on the other side, she whispered, licking my ear with a tongue too long to be human. I tried to run. Every night, I tried. but my legs always failed me at 3:07 a.m. One night, she told me to dig her grave. I refused. The next morning, my workshop burned down without fire. My tools rusted in 1 hour. People avoided me. Dogs barked when I passed. Children cried when they saw me. She was tightening the rope. When I finally dug the grave, I found her coffin empty. Inside was a black snake with a woman's face. "That is what carried my soul," she said proudly. She stood behind me, no longer hiding her form. "I gave you years of peace. Now it is my turn." Since that night, I no longer sleep, because sleep brings 3:07 a.m. faster. Sometimes I see her standing on the road, smiling at strangers. Sometimes I hear my name from empty rooms. Sometimes I wake up with wet footprints leading from my bed to the door. If you ever meet a beautiful woman who appears suddenly, who avoids mirrors, who smells like river water at night, run. Love can be a trap. Marriage can be a covenant you did not understand. And if you hear a voice calling your name by 3:07 a.m., do not answer. Because once you answer, she will never stop visiting.